page. Yeah. So like here, by the way, how was your morning? Were you annoyed by the noise a lot? Did you sing? You couldn't fall asleep because they sang too loud. Or you still fell asleep. The noise couldn't affect you anyway. Yeah, did you hear the band fire extinguishers sing in the morning? Extinguishers, yeah. This, when I was having a class in the 3rd hour from 10 to 11, they sang so loud. Yeah, during 10 to 11. So like here, what kind of class were you having math? Yeah, so like here, would it help for you to solve the math problems faster with the song play? Anyway, yeah. By the way, but like here, a lot of people expected our new president to wear a skirt today, but like she didn't wear a skirt. But I think like before you knew the result, did you expect her to wear pants or skirt? Pants, yeah. Me too. I guess that maybe it's not necessary for her to wear like skirts. Anyway, so like here, the second part was the part we stopped on yesterday. So here, may I create the file first? So like here, if you didn't catch some keywords, you can go with the file once again. Okay?
Who majors in vocal music and drives a cab as his part-time. For example, Harry may be a student who majors in vocal music and drives a cab as his part-time job. Although he has nothing against the leather jacket, he would prefer the opera ticket. Freddie is working on a clown routine for the school talent show. A theatrical makeup kit would benefit his performance much more than a dictionary. As for Carolyn, since she was born in Vermont, she immensely enjoys skiing. She has no need of a rocking chair just yet, and could put those skis to good use. If you were misled by the classification of these people, then maybe you read too much into the labels. Knowing what someone is really like involves getting a lot of information. With nothing but a few words to go by, your mind automatically produces a stereotyped picture of the typical person belonging to that type, instead of a real picture.
You know what the second part really means? When you think of Aboriginal people, what kind of image comes to your mind first? Aboriginal people. You know Aboriginal people? In Chinese we mean like 原住民. So when you think of原住民, so when you think of Aboriginal people, what kind of image comes to your mind first? Yeah, they're good at singing, right? But like what kind of, like in singing, what kind of image comes to your mind? Really? Shopping? Oh, yeah, wine. Yeah, they are fond of drinking wine. Yeah, they do call 小米酒. Wine. Yeah, that's a word. 小米不是 rice 啊 I guess. I told you it's not rice. 不是米啊，小米不是米啊。小米不是米，白马非马。The word is called millet. How do you spell the word? M-I-L-E-T. Millet in Chinese we might call it something related to wheat. 乳麦类的东西 millet. So like millet is not really rice. Yeah, you can only use it to make bread. But how can you know this? Like I've been talking about this in Chinese class. I'm really philosophical, but like here, this just means that your first impression of someone or something could be the typical image that you have when you think of that person or that thing. So it's like when you think of Aboriginal people, you think of singing, you think of millet wine, you think of their, here's one more thing, beach, festival. Yeah, like many Aboriginal people, after they reap, after they reap their crops, they would hold a festival called harvest, H-A-R-V-E-S-T. Am I right? So like here, like those first impressions, they might not be bad, but these are the typical impressions you have about that person or about that group. So this is what the simple paragraph is about. Okay, yeah. So here, like, for example, Harry Rami student who majors in and drives as a part-time job. We talk about things today. Nothing against working on the routine. And here, the actual makeup kid would this word. You get the word benefit. Yeah, the word benefit can be used as a noun or as a verb. So if you say like there are a lot of benefits about jogging. So like here, if you can do this in the morning or in the afternoon, this would be good for your health. Have you started jogging after school? I guess it's time for you to start to do some practice after school because like you can remain healthy. Maybe like later this year or like starting from summer vacation, if you have to like study hard, then like being fit will be helpful for you to concentrate on your study like that. So your benefit is word can be used as a verb or as a noun. But here I ask you, 如果是有益的话呢，形容词可以用一下。Benefit you or a lot of benefits about something, but what about something that could bring you a lot of benefits? Benefit show. How do you spell beneficial? P-I-A-L or C-I-A-L? Beneficial. C-I-A-L. So when you say something that's beneficial, something could bring you a lot of benefits. So if you think of something beneficial, is beneficial. Okay, bless you. If you think of any sentence more than 10 words, jogging every morning is beneficial for our health. When we are students. Okay, yeah. If you think of a sentence with more than 10 words in your sentence with the part is beneficial for, let me say is beneficial for. Doing is beneficial for Any sentence that you can think of, 30 seconds. Playing cell phone games is beneficial for making your fingers stronger. That's it. Thinking. Do you have a sentence? No. Now, Sammy, do you have a sentence? Sleeping is beneficial for concentrating in class. How can you sleep and concentrate at the same time? Yeah, sleeping in some kind of class would be beneficial for. You need sleeping during the break. Sleeping during the break. Can you have one more person? Oh, Julie. No, so from now on, sleeping cannot be used anymore. You have one more sentence in sleeping. Really, that's okay. You can ask a later fish. Come on. In addition to sleeping, what can you think of? Eating. Eating vegetables is beneficial for. Did you say eating vegetables? Yeah, eating fruit. Eating fruit and vegetables is beneficial for. 我们的消化功能可以问一下吗？消化可以问一下消化。Yeah, so how do you spell the word? D-I-G-E-S-T. Why did they look so excited when they said the word? I don't get it. Yeah. But here, like digest. Yeah, digest means the function of your stomach to break down the food you have eaten. So if you say like 消化功能, your digestion. So here you also get a digestion. Yeah, so if you say like eating fruit and vegetables is beneficial for your digestion. Yeah, it's okay. So like here, in addition to eating and sleeping, what else did you also think of? If we don't talk about eating and sleeping, what else? Eating and sleeping are all that I care about. Yeah, maybe so. But what about chatting? with your parents? Yeah, now I chat with my parents at least 10 seconds a day. My mom calls me, hey mom,
有了不起吗？你这样说，你吃饭了吗？吃了，那结束了。
Yeah, usually I'm the one that says yes. And my mom would ask me, hey, did you eat your dinner? Yes. And how long do you chat with your parents every day? Like, how long do you chat with your parents?
10分钟吧，绝对超过10好不好？
学习你的便当很少啦，But here, as for Allen, she was born in Vermont. She immensely enjoys skiing. Ask you immensely. Here's a word that begins with your E. When you say like Vivian immensely enjoys playing cell phone games, another word that begins with the letter E. Extremely. Yeah, thank you. So here the word immensely means extremely. But here may I ask you, if you use the word immense, 可以问一下 immense 这个字如果当形容词的话，它后面通常跟什么会比较顺？因为不是每个 big 都可以修饰would you say an immense number of people？ 就是有时候它要变变，因为 vast, immense, huge. Like you have learned a lot of words that would describe like countable and uncountable nouns. But here for the word immense, usually it goes with number one and immense. 一大笔钱，现在开头的。Thank you, fortune. And here we mean like for example, you might say many of you spend an immense amount.
老师，
快快。
少一个 N。
Fortune. Yes. Immense. Yeah, thank you. So like if an immense fortune or an immense amount of time and money is okay. So here's the word immense. Usually goes with some sort of concept or some sort of uncountable noun. For example, you might say an immense fortune. You might say like everybody dreams making an immense fortune after he or she grows up. So like here we say immense fortune means a lot of money, but immense amount of time means a lot of time. It's a thing easy to like here this story use the word immense. But here she has no need of a rocking chair just yet and could put those E's to good. That's the word good. Yeah, thank you. Use. So like here this expression as for Carolyn. 可以帮我问一下 as for 什么意思吗？Thank you. And here, if there could be like here another expression that could be 关于什么样的想法 as for as to. It's okay. Yeah, and you can also use a three-word expression with. Yeah. So they could be two words. Both of the words start with a letter R. You might say like happiness is very important in our life. As for health, it is important too. 快乐很重要，心理健康也很重要。So we say as for health, as to health. 那有一个三个字的比喻，像 I take with regard to. Okay, yeah, with regard to. I guess you learned the word regard before, but the way you use the word regard would be like, we regard Cindy as a great dancer, like that. So when you say regard someone as, 跟美国人是这样的。When you say with regard to 就是关于什么事情 ，yeah. But here another word with respect. Respect 这个地方会当尊敬，就是在那个方面有这样的意思。So you might say like, with respect to aerobic dance, we think of Nicole right away. 讲到有氧舞蹈 we think of her right away. So when you say with regard to, with respect to, mean as to, as for someone， 就关于什么事情。It's okay. 对，在写作文的时候要稍微记一下，就等于说你前面提个概念，然后你要想到另外一个概念的时候 as for something, as to something, with regard to, with respect to. It's okay. Yeah. So we go together regard, respect. Yeah. And so that these three expressions, as for, as to, regard to, respect to, could be used to mean another aspect of things in your writing or in your speech. Okay, yeah. So like here, this is the way we use it. And when you say like she has no need or rocking chair, it's very easy. Just means she doesn't need. So just like when you say you have no need of something, you don't need something. It's okay. So like you might say like you have no need of. What do you have no need of right now? What do you have no need of right now? would you agree that you have no need of a house on your own right now? No, you don't think you don't have a need of a house. But like here, what do you think to be the least important thing in your life right now that you don't have to have it right away? Car. Maybe because your dad or mom drives you to school. So your kids. Yeah, you are right. You have no need of kids, right? Kind of strange for you to talk about that, but it's fine, right? Yeah, but here, put those keys to good use. When you say you put something to good use, it means you make good use of something. But here, let me ask you. If you say like, we need to put our time to good use, we need to make good use of our time, make good use of something. 这个地方就是善加利用某事情。如果你说把某事情利用到最高的限度，另外一个地方你说 since we have a limited amount of time every day, we have to make of our time. 要讲一下。If we say we need to make good use of our time， 就剩下利用时间嘛。如果你说我们要把时间利用到最大的效益 ，we need to make the best. Okay, so like here we say we need to make the best of our money since we only have our own allowance every month. 每个月的零用钱要好好利用。So when you say you make the best of something, you mean you try to use something in the smartest way, in the most efficient way. Okay, now so you can. Before we move on, would you please read the short paragraphs again? For example. Harry may be a student who majors in vocal music and tries to add as his part-time job. Although he has nothing against the leather jacket, he would prefer the opportunity. Freddie is working on a clown routine for a school talent show. A theatrical makeup kit would benefit his performance much more than a dictionary. As for Carolyn, since she was born in Vermont, she immensely enjoys skiing. She has no need of just yet and could put those skis to good use. So here, can we move on to the next part? If you were misled by the, did you catch the word? Jing, did you catch the word? Yeah, thank you. Classification of these people then, maybe you read too much into the labels. Here, another word for classification, 如果是想分类的话，就是 C 开头句子跟像Betty asked you. Another word that also begins with C. 如果你说把东西分类 classification 目录跟那个是很像的。Cat, yeah, you're right. If you say like category, 什么东西的目录 so when I say like there are many categories of books in the bookstore. 书有很多不同类别的书 so here categorization 也是一样的字我就等于说 categorization 在这个上面只是某东西的分类 so when I say like there are different categorizations of groceries in the shop 在店里面有很多不同的杂货品嘛这边R-I-Z-A-T-I-O-N categorization yeah sorry mom I will practice my handwriting more yeah so like here could you read always together categorization yeah thank you so maybe you read too much into the labels when you say you read too much into something what do you mean for example if today the boy you like he doesn't pick up your phone you don't have to read too much into his mistakes of not answering your phone calls maybe he was just in the toilet and you couldn't pick up your phone so like here when you say you don't try to read too much into something you mean 不要 over something 不要过度解读一件事情 so maybe like today like when you see Ivy she just show you a very weird face but like you saw Ivy that way that doesn't mean that she feels angry that just means she didn't have enough sleep last night so when you say like you saw Ivy's tired face you don't try to read too much into her facial expressions you try not to over 解读 in her 口译 in her script P-R-E-T so you say interpret something two meanings number one you understand something in your own way the other meaning you try to translate language A to language B orally 所以这边的 interpret 好像之前学过，两个意思都有，一个意思是很解读，一个意思是很翻译、口译的意思。Okay, so you say you read too much into something, you over-interpret something. So the way to do you was to interpret. Yeah, thank you. So here this means like if you were misled by the classification of these people, then maybe you over-interpret the labels. 等于说你有点过度解读，对每个人的不必影响 like that. Okay, so like here knowing what someone is really like, this word, because the word involves getting a lot of information. When we say involves, mean include, 包含哦，对吗？ So like involves getting a lot of information. So what does this mean? It means that maybe when you see a guy with some tattoos on his or her body, maybe you would teach the person as an artist, or as a pop singer, or maybe as a gangster. But it really takes some time for you to really know the person. So this is what the sentence means. Knowing what someone really likes. When you see someone with some tattoos, you need to know him or her better after you talk to the person or after you know that person for some time, like that. So like really includes getting a lot of information. After you know the person better, you could really have your own opinions about the person. Like that. It's like don't judge someone by his or her appearance. Don't judge a book by its cover. 就别以貌取人的意思 like that. Okay. So here with nothing but a few words to go by, your mind automatically produces stereotype picture of the particular typical person belonging to that type instead of a real picture. So what does that mean? 这地方就解释成说，比如说你看到一个人说可能是身上有刺青的人，你可能就不自觉的就会想到 maybe some negative news you read in the newspaper or watch on TV. So you try to be sort of protective of yourself. Sometimes, I don't mean all the time, you know what I mean? But here, when you see someone with a mask on his or her face, you might be more careful about the person when you are in the same MRT train with a person who wears a mask like that. So like here, sometimes your typical impression of someone or something might influence your judgment. That's what the paragraph is really about. So here with nothing but a few words, 等于说只凭借着一些你以前的想法，你的心里面就会自然的产生一些印象，对于你初次见面的人或是你认识不深的事情 like that. Okay. So here when you say you go by, I ask you this expression. When you say you go by something, two meanings. 这个地方有两个意思。在这边的话，这个意思别人是一个 F 开头的字，等于说你先认识一个人，你还没有好好的认识他，你可能就会有一些你自己心中的想法。对 ，hear this word， 等于说只凭借着一些心中的想法来遵循一件事情。So when you say you go by something, you mean you follow something， 遵守一件事情。So you might say, I always go by my parents' advice， 我总是遵守。I always follow my parents' advice. 我是遵守我爸爸妈妈给我的建议。But here, like if you ask someone， 这个地方开会的时候你会讲到 ，Hey, what do you go by when you propose your opinion？ 你在提出你的想法的时候，你依据的是什么样的原则？这个地方如果你说的是依据某事情的话，用这个粤语可以分享吗 ？What do you when you propose your ideas based on thinking？ 其实这个地方的第一个意思比较好，大家可以想到，如果你说你依据的是什么原则，或者是 the police went by the law when they arrested the criminal， 警察呢是依据呢法律的原则 when they arrested the criminal， 当他逮捕罪犯的时候，所以这个地方 go by 可以是遵循某人的意见，或是依据什么原则做某事。Okay, that easy. So here this is what we the paragraphs about. So here we read the short part once again. If you were misled by classification of these people, then maybe you read too much into the labels. Knowing what someone really likes involves getting a lot of information. With nothing but a few words to go by, your mind automatically produces a stereotype picture of the typical person belonging to that type instead of a real picture. Did I tell you this before? I myself could personally relate to this kind of idea because last year, starting from the summer vacation, I started to have some hair on my face, and some hair on my face. And then there was one time, did I show this before? There was one time after I got on the bus. And I looked like this when I got on the bus. And that was a time after some accidents happening inside an elementary school in Neihu. Yeah, because like last year in Neihu, some poor girl got killed by some mentally ill guys last year. 去年啊，有印象吗？ Yeah, but anyway, like right after the accident, I got on the bus. And like here, after I got on the bus, it was a little bit crowded. So I needed to find a space for me to stand on the bus. But like here, I sensed there was a lot of space around me. After I got on the bus, it was like, oh, after I took the stairs and got onto the bus, like many people were inside the bus. But when I tried to find a space, people started to make room for me. Like, oh, okay, yeah, after you. And I was like, come on, please come in. Anyway, but here, I don't know, like maybe my first impression for other people would be I look like a bad guy. I don't know. Like, but maybe the advantage I got to have at that time was I didn't have to find a seat because people would make room for me automatically. So like maybe that was my first impression of others. Yeah, but you could imagine that right after some social events, people would get more aware of some stereotype people, yeah, in their real life. So this would be inevitable. You know the word inevitable? Inevitable. What is the word inevitable? Inevitable. E-I-T-A-B-O-E. So when you say something that is inevitable, what do you mean? Means you cannot avoid that. So you might say like stereotypes. Stereotypes are inevitable. What we could do is try to know a person more or something more before we make our own judgment. You know what I mean? So, okay, yeah. So like here we move on to the next part. It's okay. Yeah. So can I play the third part now? This is on the back of the first piece of paper.
The word stereotype.
So you ready?
No. The word stereotype is used to refer to this mental picture we see when a particular group is mentioned. If we think in stereotypes, we cannot judge people fairly, for stereotypes overlook the fact that no two people are identical. Take Harry, for example. Did you picture him as a middle-aged, talkative man? That is one stereotype of a cabbie, the one you usually see in a TV series or in a movie. However, in real life, cab drivers are young and old, well-read and poorly educated, soft-spoken and loud, male and female. By thinking in stereotypes, we neglect the differences among individuals.
Yeah, this would be the conclusion for the first part. That would be the reality of people having stereotypes in our world. So here, like the word stereotype is used to You're right, refer to. So refer to here just means the word mean. 这个地方的 refer to 是指的是，所以这样只是说成见。这个地方不代表是偏见哦。这个地方虽然 stereotype 没有想到是有点偏见的意思 but stereotype sometimes is more neutral than the word prejudice. May I ask you how you spell the word neutral? Neutral. N-E-U-T-R-A-L. So when you say something that is neutral, or you have a neutral stance on something, 就是比较中立的立场。So when you say neutral， 如果你要怎么去换说，我觉得这件事情抱持中立的看法。neutral 立场，就是你站的地方，变名词 stance on something。这句话可以就是想在什么？比如你说 I have a neutral stance on legalizing gay marriages. 对于 LGBT marriages 我是中立的立场 like that. Or you can say like I have a neutral stance on students wearing shorts when they pass by the school gate. Yeah, like, when they go through the school gate. So like when you have a neutral stance on something, you mean you don't hold a positive, nor do you hold a negative stance on that. So like neutral means you are not for nor against. Okay, yeah, so like here, when we see when a particular group is mentioned, if you think in stereotypes, you cannot judge people this word read clearly. For stereotypes, this word. Did you catch the word? Overlook. Overlook the fact that no two people are identical. 这个地方可以问一下吗？这里的 in 用 with 可以吗？ If we think with stereotypes 也可以哦。可是为什么要用 in 呢？有点像是说，在物理的领域里面 ，who is an expert you can think of in the field of physics? Somebody said ether. Did I hear that? Anyway, you can say that I don't know. Like you can say that in the field of something. 所以这地方有点就是说，如果你处在有成见的心态底下的话，所以它用 in 来只是说在有成见的状况底下。那你用 with 它也可以就是说，我们用成见来思考，所以 with 跟 in 都可以。其实这个地方可能会说为什么要 in 其实是 in the situation of having stereotypes， 在抱有成见的状况底下，这样的意思。这 OK 呀？可是这地方的 feel 你可以问一下吗？要怎么解释比较好？这地方有两个字可以注意一下，一个是 J 开头的，一个是 I 开头的。如果你说 we need to talk about this fairly， 我们需要 without any stereotypes in mind， 公平的讨论一件事情。所以 J 开头的是公平的，四个字母 just 这字跟我解释很刚刚哦，有点公平，所以 justly means fairly， 所以 justice 公平就是从这个字来的。It's okay, it's like we say like she the judge has to maintain the justice of the society， 法官要维持社会上的公平性，所以 we say justly means fairly。另外一个字可能稍微有点难念，这个是加 P 开头的词一部分的 part 是名词对不对？那名词，那形容词呢 ？partial， 所以不是 partial 是部分的，所以你没有偏袒某个部分加反义 ，possible impossible，partial impartial， 所以我们say impartial fair， 就这个很好记。如果你看到 impartial 就是公平的 ，impartially 就是公正。This word is more formal, so like you might see the word in news or in formal documents. So we say like we need to talk about the social controversy impartially. 我们需要公平的讨论这个社会上的争议，就是 impartial， 所以它的字根在这里 part。这个图片比喻是个 impartially. Yeah, so here this word, we cannot judge people impartially for stereotypes overlook the fact that no two people are identical. 你说当你受成见影响，你会把公平的看待这件事情。这个呀， so like here take every for example. If you picture him as a middle age, this word talkative, 多话的人 talkative 有一个 a 哦，这个地方注意一下。So we say somebody who is talkative, the person likes to talk. So do you think that you are a talkative person? Maybe, maybe not. But would you like to have some talkative friends? I guess for me, I like talkative friends because when I are with my talkative friends, I don't have to talk, so I can just listen. Because I don't prefer to talk when I.
你在开玩笑吧
I'm kidding. Every time when my parents they come to Taipei, they always feel curious about why I don't talk to them after I go back home. Seriously. I'm like every day after I go back home, I don't want to talk. And my parents would say, yeah, why do you look angry? Why do you look tired? I mean, I don't know, just tired. But I guess your parents tell you the same thing. It's like don't tell me that after you go back home, you still like to talk to your parents. You don't hate your parents, but you just don't feel like talking.
不会啊，有时候都会说一样的事啊，然后觉得，然后我就不说话。
So like here, here， 我要讲的是，如果讲到多话这个字的话，其实有两个字关于描述一个人的说话可以学一下，一个 A 开头的，一个 E 开头的。For example, if you say like news anchors always speak every word in their speeches clearly. If you want to say somebody who can speak every word clearly, the person is RT 或是精细的 articulate. No idea, but if you say articulate, how do you spell the word articulate? Articulate. So when you say articulate, this means the person whose speech is clear and every word is easy to understand. But what about if you say someone who can talk without stopping for some time, and the person who is good at making speeches, 口才便利的，口若悬河的 like that. So here this word, many of you. Eloquent. How do you spell the word eloquent? Eloquent. E-L-O-quent. Q-quent. Q-U-E-N-T. So when you say somebody who is eloquent, the person is good at making speeches. So then, because talkative usually be like some sort of a negative word. Not so positive, just means somebody who likes to talk. But if you say like somebody who is articulate, the person's speech is easy to understand. And eloquent means the person who is good at making speeches. So the two words are sort of positive you can use to talk about people's abilities. It's okay, so you can read your words again, articulate. Eloquent. Yeah, thank you. So here, that is one type, stereotype of vocabulary, the one you will see in a TV series or in a movie. It's okay, yeah. However, in real life, cab drivers are young and old, well-read and poorly this word. Did you catch the word? Educated. Soft-spoken and loud, male and female. By thinking in stereotypes, we neglect the differences among this word. Did you catch the word? Individuals just mean among people, among individuals. It's okay, yeah. But here, like this word, young and old, well-read and poorly educated, the word well-read means, when you say somebody who is well-read, the person is knowledgeable. May I ask you how you spell the word knowledgeable? 这地方说你说他学富。Somebody who is well-read, the person is knowledgeable. How to spell the word knowledgeable? K-O-W. Knowledge, L-E-D-G-E. 可是 able 呢？这个地方拼法注意一下 ，knowledgeable 后面还是要继续 A-D-L-E-O， 所以这地方的念法注意一下 ，knowledgeable 是 knowledgeable means somebody who is able to have the knowledge in his or her mind. Okay, so here we will see the knowledgeable. Yeah, thank you. So here, like cab drivers are young, old, knowledgeable, and fully educated, like that. So basically, this means that you have all types of cab drivers in our society. So like, let me ask you, like, how often do you take a taxi? Very often, or no? But like in some of the taxis right now in our society, they even offer free karaoke service. Yeah, you know that? Because now you can have a screen, like on the back of the front seat. So some cab drivers, they even install some software so you can use a microphone and sing inside the cabs. You never took a taxi with a karaoke service inside? No, maybe next time if you really like have that in a taxi, you can enjoy that kind of free karaoke service. Yeah. So here, like, would you please read this little part? Could you please read the little part again, the word stereotype? Refer to this mental picture seen when a particular group is mentioned. If we think in stereotypes, we cannot judge people fairly. For stereotypes overlook the fact that no two people are identical. Take Harry for example. Did you picture him as a middle-aged, talkative man? That is one stereotype of Callie, the one you usually see in a TV series or in a movie. However, in real life, cab drivers are young and old, well-read and fully educated, soft-spoken and loud, male and female. By thinking in stereotypes, we neglect the differences among individuals. Yeah, so like here, this would be one good question for you. May I ask you? You please read a question where do? Where do stereotypes come from? How do they influence? I think this is a question I really wonder, like what your opinions are. Like I guess we can all agree that we have our own stereotypes about different people. But if I ask you, where do your stereotypes come from? May I ask you, like where do your stereotypes come from? 30 seconds. Would you please think about your answer? Where do your stereotypes come from? Or if you say like, why do we have stereotypes? Then I ask you. I guess we can agree that there are stereotypes online. Like where do your stereotypes come from? If you think you have stereotypes about some people or situations, why do you have them? So I guess like can you talk about the first question first? And here the second question, how do they influence us? Like if you think you have some ideas about some people because then do you think that you have been influenced by your stereotypes, or do you think you are still very open-minded? Can you think about the question 30 seconds? Can you have someone to share this idea? Amy, where do you think stereotypes come from? It's on the media, for example, some news. So like here, Katie said that from some news you could get stereotypes. We may ask you, from what sort of news would you get stereotypes about people and things? From which news would you get stereotypes about different people and things? Ask you, grandma. So like here, like from TV or newspaper, what kind of news do you think that you or we could get stereotypes about people and things? I mean, like, do you agree that from news that you get stereotypes? But what sort of news? Yeah, from what sort of news would you get stereotypes about people and things? For example, yes. All right, about education. About education in our country. What kind of words would you think of right away when I say education in Taiwan? What sort of stereotypes do you think that we have about education in Taiwan? Positive ones, negative ones? Yeah, revolt. What about politics? Politics. Do you know politics? Politics terrible. Education terrible. Can you name something nice that you think that we can be proud of in Taiwan? What? Food. Taiwanese food? Good. Taiwanese politics? Bad. Taiwanese education sucks. In addition to Taiwanese food, what do you think that we can be proud of in Taiwan? In addition to food? People. Okay, yeah. Only people and food are good things about Taiwan. Other than that, nothing's good. Oh, technology, I like that. Okay, but maybe like when you think of technology, what? When you think of technology, what sort of keywords would you think of? I don't know, maybe HTC, maybe Asus, maybe Giant, I don't know. But like here, when you think of Taiwan, what do you think of? Food. But what about Japan? When you think of Japan, what do you think of? Food. But what about South Korea? When you think of South Korea, what do you think of? Plastic surgery. When you think of Thailand, what do you think of? Sour spicy soup. When you think of Vietnam, what do you think of? Vietnam? Yeah. When you think of Egypt, what do you think of? Pyramid. When you think of France, what do you think of? Paris. When you think of Germany, what do you think of? Tricol, 猪脚. Yeah, pig trot. Oh, 猪脚. Yesterday. Yeah, I know. I told you the word trot. But in addition to like you walk in like heavy way, trot also means busy or hurry. Yeah, I forgot to tell you this. Actually, a more common meaning of the word trot would be hurry to do something. 匆忙的做好事。So you might say, I often see my mom trotting in the kitchen. 通常看到妈妈在厨房里面嘛 trotting in the kitchen. So we say you trot somebody who hurries to do something. It's okay, that is it. Alright, so like here, I guess before we take a break, just one sentence. Please think about the question. Are stereotypes always bad? Are stereotypes always bad? Yeah, no. So like if you think stereotypes are not always bad, what kind of examples do you use to illustrate the positive meanings of stereotypes? 我觉得有时候想一些问题就是课文是课文，如果你说成见是总是不好，那什么样的记忆印象对你来说是有帮助，或是有正面意义？ Yeah, think about it. Yeah, we'll talk about this next week. All right, let's take a break. Thank you. Yeah. And